Hello and welcome to my world of crochet. My name is Stine and today I'm here with you with part 2 of Sort My Stash 2024. As you know, this is a series where I'm sorting all my yarns and I'm taking you through all my yarns here in my collections. And today we are looking at my collection of diverse chenille yarns. And as always, we cannot really talk yarns without me having my faithful mug of tea. And today that tea is this forest fruit tea. So it is just a classic black tea with a flavor of forest fruit. And you know, it is quite nice, fresh. I have to say that, at least. My opinion is that it's quite nice and fresh. And on that note, a while ago, like I'm not sure if it was in the spring or in the autumn, I do believe it was in the autumn, I made a lovey with some chenille yarns in the color raspberry, which is sort of reminding me of these forest fruits. And here we have it. And one of the skeins I still have left, I have very little leftovers of this yarn left. But the leftovers I did make some hairbands from. But I do still have a full skein, not of this color, but of this Bohemian velvet in this gray. I'm debating if I would make another lovey, or if I'm simply just to make a bunch of headbands, or what I'm to make from this exact skein. I am unsure, to be honest, right now for the plans. Originally, I wanted to make loveys. I'm not 100% decided if that's the way I will be going right now. So it is a bit up for thought. But as I said, it's just a single skein of this Go Handmade Bohemian Velvet Fine. And it is classified as a deliciously soft top quality yarn. Go Handmade is a Danish brand of yarn. So it's Danish design. It's the colorway maybe 17604. It just says item number 17604, but it is, as I said, gray. It is 100% polyester. It can be washed at 40 degrees Celsius, so that is 140 degrees Fahrenheit. Lay flat to dry, can be dry cleaned. Do not bleach, do not tumble dry, do not iron. It's a 50 gram skein, so that is 1.75 ounces to 190 meters of yarn. 190 meters of yarn comes pretty close to like 206-7-ish yards. So it is a thinner yarn, and they recommend needles of 2.5 to 3.5 millimeters. So it is, as you can see, a quite fine, thin velvet yarn. But that's also a little bit what you see from the lovey here, how it's kind of worked out in a lovely little small manner. So that I do have in my stash. I also have some more scrap yarn in this chenille stash, and that is the budget chenille. So it's budget yarns. It's just named budget yarns. It's made in China, I believe. And these skeins, they are also like around 50 grams. I don't remember the exact yarn specs of them, unfortunately, because I don't, stupid me, I threw out the labels, but this is what I have left of the project I made for them. I bought this yarn to make a bunny, and these days the Sun Bunny is insanely popular. I wouldn't say that I made a Sun Bunny, but I did make a bunny last, I think, August. I still have it, and here we have the bunny, and that was exactly made in those chenille yarns. There is not enough yarn here to make a new bunny, unfortunately, but I might make a turtle or a ball or something small. Could definitely be made of it. It was quite nice to work with. It is a bit thinner than my other chenille yarns, but I'm still pretty happy with it, and I definitely think it could make a few cute maybe turtles, shells, body or something like that. So that is probably what I will be making with the leftover yarns, because I do like using and exploiting the yarn to the fullest when possible. Then the rest of my chenille yarns are all, I wouldn't say, it's not the same yarn, but they are all intercompatible because they are all 100 grams, so 3.5 ounces to 120 meters, which is like 140-ish yards. No, yeah. No, it would be less, wouldn't it? We'll see. It's probably on one of the labels. Right now, my math on on yards is not going very well, but it's definitely like 130, maybe 131 yards or something like that. It's 100 some odd more yards. Yards is a little bit longer than meters. They all have this same yarn weight, and I have those all in the same box. I've been able to put them all in the same box. They are, so this huge box here is my chenille yarns. And I've been able to pack in all the yarns I have from Chenille in the same box. And as I said, I do have a few different brands here, which means I have some ice yarns. I have Honey Bunny from Hobby. I have a Velvet Locks from Linda Hobby. And then I have some Wolle1000, so that's a German web store. Again, all the yarns are the same specs. And my feeling is that they're very comparable one with another. Of course, they are not 100% the same yarn, but they come very, very close. And that means that you can easily combine them with success. I also have 2 leftover skeins. Actually, I have 4 leftover skeins of scraps here. All a bit different, but yeah, let's just open this one up and go through them as I come to them. The first one is the Honey Bunny. So I actually have a full pack of 5 here because I ordered way too many compared to what I needed for my winter project. As you might know, if you have followed my channel and followed my yarn talk videos, is that last winter I made unicorns, and these unicorns I made as gifts for my nieces. So basically, my cousin has 2 daughters, and I made them for them. And they are absolutely adorable. They love horses. And I thought, you know, making unicorns would be perfect. And then I made the mane and tail in their favorite colors. They was received with so much joy. So that was probably one of the best gifts, crocheted gifts, that are given away, seeing how that these were actually received. I have inserted a photo up here if you're curious as to how those look, because obviously since I've given them away as a present, I don't have them anymore. What I can say is I'm planning to make a new unicorn, and that's going to be with rainbow hair, rainbow mane and tail. I've just not decided if it's gonna be pastel rainbows or more bright rainbows. But if you have suggestions for that, please comment here down below. My plan is to start on that sometime this year. I haven't really set a date. It's for myself, so it's not like super urgent, but I want to make one. And from that, when I made that project, I have some leftovers of the Honey Bunny. But we do have some yarn specs on one of these. We do. It is, as I said, 3.5 ounces to 120 meters. So that's 131 yards. I was good with 131 yards. I just, when I said 140, was like, no, that sounds too long. It was. It's 100% polyester. It's classified as a super bulky 6. They recommend 6mm knitting needles or 7mm crochet hook. When I've made these amigurumis with this yarn, I've used usually a 4.5 or 5mm crochet hook. That seems to work up really nice with it. Can be washed at 40 degrees, so 104 degrees Fahrenheit. Lay flat to dry. Do not iron. Do not temperature dry. Do not bleach. Can be dry cleaned. That's pretty much it. Okotex branded 100, of course. And as I said, I have another leftover, which is in this plastic bag, just to keep track of it. And there is also gray skein. The gray skein is the leftovers I have of the gray skein that from the ice that I used for the hoofs of the unicorns. As again, I had that just shown up there before. I have more gray somewhere in this box, but let's go through the colors I have, because all of these skeins, they might be different brands, but their specs are the same. They're 3.5 ounces to 131 yards, or 100 grams to 120 meters. And that's all of them. And when I do feel them and I compare them, they are very intercomparable. And you can say that Honey Bunny I mixed with the Ice Baby Chenille. Not a problem. There might be people, gurus out there working with this daily saying they are definitely different and you cannot do this. Personally, I had perfect success with it. Of course, it is each our own opinions. I'm not saying that mine is perfect either. We have now a chenille from Wollethausen, and I do see that the label is sort of trying to get popped off for some reason. I'm not sure if I can get it back on without ruining this skein too much. Not sure, trying. Anyhow, we have this purpley colored. It's a colorway 16. As said, we have the exact same yarn specs here. 100 grams to 120 meters, which is the same as 131 yards. Same yarn specs, classified 6 chunky. It's made in Turkey, 100% polyester, Oeko-Tex branded. It's just another label. And maybe also they come in different colors than the others, so there are more color variations, which is cool as well. So I have one of these dark purples, then also, but not the same brand, that's a new brand again. We have a Himalaya Dolphin Baby. Again, the exact same yarn specs as the other yarns here. You can see here 100 grams, 120 meters, 131 yards. Oeko-Tex branded 100. Again, this is just the Himalaya brand. 100% polyester. If you compare these yarns, you see the different colors, but look how comparable those are. Very, very intercomparable. And that's also like one of the reasons that I've just have them from different brands. They are all here in the same stash. And I'm just gonna make different projects from them, right? We have one here, which is a cornflower yellow. I'm not sure if it's called sunflower or if it was called cornflower. It's a colorway 25. This one was colorway, well, that has a big colorway, 80358. So 80358. Right, this one is just color 25. Again, that was from the German store like this. And as I said, I have plenty, like all sorts of colors and variations here. We have one in very nice red. I really love this red. This is gonna be the most gorgeous red for something. Again, Himalaya Dolphin Baby. I have more. I have 2 Chenilles. Again, this is a bit funny how these labels kind of wants to pop off. But these are the black color, so that's a colorway 10. And they are absolutely midnight black, like you can see here. That's also the feeling I have when I'm sitting with them in my hands. I'm just making a big pile here, so soon I'm wondering if you can see me because I have a big pile stashed up. We talked about it earlier. I have the Chenille Baby here from Ice. The skein looks really horrible. Not really sure what happened to it. Might have been in packing or transportation. These again have the exact same yarn specs as the rest. I am gonna hold them up a bit closer here. Chenille Baby. And it basically says 100 grams to 220 meters. This one they classify as a medium 4 though. But when I feel this and I feel the others, again, they feel so very close to the same. Like if I did a blind test, the different feeling is very little. I'm not sure if I could say which were one or the other. I do not have the number for this, but if you just in Ice Yarns search, when you search Chenille Baby, you can find this baby gray. I still have 3 skeins of this ice one. So again, just cropping them up here. So 1, 2, 3. So there is more than enough to make my unicorn. And I think I might want to make like a shark or something like that with the rest of it, or a whale or a dolphin or something like that. At least that's thoughts. Then I have this lovely from Linda Hobby, olive green, colorway 31. And again, different yarn than the Himalaya, the Ice, the Vola, etc. But they have the exact same yarn specs. Right? We have 120 grams to 131 yards. It's all the way down here. Whoops. Recommended needles, hooks, etc. It's all interchangeable. The only thing is this advice is washing at 30 degrees. The same for this one. So that is 85 degrees Fahrenheit instead of 104. But again, gorgeous colors. So for this, I actually have 2 skeins because I have a skein that I opened here. And I have a skein in a sage as well. Also, this is Linda Hobby. I don't have the label anymore. But with these, that's what I made my amigurumi turtle with. I made that one around New Year's. Right? Happy, happy turtle. happy with this result. I am probably gonna make a few more turtles. Maybe different patterns just to try out, see what I like. At least that was the initial idea. I had much more yarn left than I had thought, so it takes a lot less than I thought. That's basically the conclusion. We have much more Linda Hobby Velvet Lux yarns. And I'm basically just having to start from an end. This is the colorway beige, that's 07. I have 2 of them. I was probably thinking of making like a bear or something like that, or teddy bear maybe. We have the colorway bronze, that's colorway 38, again, Linda Hobby. Same yarn specs as the rest. All of the yarn specs are the same. The only difference is some of them might be saying washing at 30, and one says washing at 40 degrees Celsius, so 85 or 105, 104. That's the same for all of them. Like, these are all the same yarn specs, just different labels that surround them. Then I have milky brown, so bronze and milky brown. So there are different browns, and that is indeed because I had thought about making maybe some teddy bears. And then at some stage it went a little bit into, I want to have one of each color in my stash. And I had almost all of them, except a few were sold out. And then when I finally had them, they expanded the color range, which is awesome. But I don't need more chenille rounds right now. So I'm not buying unless there's a specific project where I need it for. At least that's what I'm trying to do. This is a brick, and it's definitely like brick red. I like it. It's brick brown, brick red. Like building bricks, like for houses, house bricks. Then we have a very, very clear red, and it's also just named red. This is showing very vibrant red on the screen. It's just as vibrant in real. It's awesome. We have 2, I do believe, yeah, light lilac. I have 2 of. Again, it's still the Linda Hobby. That's those I have most of. Light lilac, Linda Hobby. And when I look at this stash here, I'm kind of scared, but we'll be fine. Then I have coral. I have 3 of the coral dye lots. I also had some sort of idea for them. I'm not sure anymore what the idea were when I got them. Maybe it was some of all my unicorn ideas, or I just thought it was gorgeous with other colors that I had, because, you know, these could easily work together. But also I have some pinks showing coming up in just a minute, if I can grab it. So I have 5 of these baby pink. It's called light pink. And I thought these could work really well together, also for teddy bears or bunnies or something like that. And that's probably why I got these. At least that's what I'm assuming. And I really don't have enough hands anymore to hold it on. But so I'm putting the baby pink back, because I also have baby blue here, which is 21 baby blue. I have 5 of them. And then I just have 2 left. Just 2 ones left. And one of them is mint green. I would say it's more like a light green, or teal, light teal green. And then I have navy blue. That's basically all my chenille yarns. And I'm like sitting here and I'm like, there is lots of amigurumis to be made. And I actually enjoy making amigurumis. Like Elsa Friesen, making amigurumis is definitely a new hobby of mine that I really enjoy making. I found amigurumis to be, you know, it's a different sort of product that you can really, yeah. It looks like something. It also seems to be what my partner responds best on. Not that he needs toys, but he can see what it is, and he's like, okay, that actually looks like something. So he even thought my unicorns were cute, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I really enjoy making amigurumis. I'm probably not making enough, but I also enjoy making shawls and other sort of garments. So I'm definitely, you know, just enjoying all alleys of crocheting, and I hope you enjoyed looking through my chenille yarn collection with me here in this this part and version of Sort My Stash Part 2 2024. If you haven't done it yet, hit that subscribe button, because there are coming more Sort My Stash videos during the next time. Basically, that will be hopefully one weekly Sort My Stash, because I have much more than just chenille yarns. You know, I have lots of hobby yarns. I have lots of cake yarns. Really, I have lots of cake yarns. I have some more quality yarns, hand-dyed yarns. I have lots of yarns. I really have a lot. So, you know, hit that subscribe button to make sure that you get notified whenever I do post new videos. And of course, thank you for your support. If you have watched everything until now, I wish you happy crafting until I see you again for hopefully in my next video. Take care and goodbye.